Hello everybody, July is past and August is upon us. I'm making my schedule video for Empires and Puzzles. I owe thanks to the people who do the beta and make the calendars that I just read off of. Always grateful. Let's check it out. July was a good month for me. Got an alchemy lab, keep it going like it's a signal fire on an island. Always feeding it. Started with 6,000 common herbs, which I just keep feeding this thing, down to, as you can see, under 4,000. Worried I'm going to run out of fuel for this thing. You just use your most common items. I'd like to get it all the way done. Takes a lot of iron to get the building up to levels. Takes a lot of iron to keep leveling the building. I'm only allowed to have one transmutation going at the same time right now, hoping to get a few more levels. I keep building the iron. I've actually stopped right now. I always have to have 2 builders going. They're working on food storage in my city or my stronghold. Everything is relatively close to everything of that type. I keep the non-usable buildings like storages off to the sides, and I keep things like training camps close. Things that you use a lot and touch a lot, I keep close to the center and easy to get to. Food storage, iron storage is all together. Well, food production, iron production is all together. Food storage, it doesn't matter where it is. Recruit housing doesn't matter where it is because it's not a usable building. Iron storage, everything that I don't use or need to touch all the time is far off to the sides, and everything that you have to collect a lot is close together and closer to the strongholds. Typically it all gets collected at the same time. I find that to be more efficient. So always keeping the alchemy lab fed, except when building it. Always keeping the training centers fed. I have 2 level 20s going right now. Once in a while I do a second level 20 for a better chance at a hero, 5-star. I got Quintus out of my training camp. I got Caitlin out of my training camps. Not the best heroes, but happy to get them. Let's see. Most are doing training level 11 because it doesn't take swords and shields. I was producing colors. It's more probably efficient and cheaper to feed swords and backpacks at a single time, common and uncommon training. Let's see, changes in the month. Got Leonidas from Atlantis. Heroes are coming along. I've got about 60 heroes, including 3 stars. Quite a few 4 stars. Let's see, that is the end of the list of leveled heroes. It's about 13 rows in. Not too bad. They can beat almost every challenge. That Black Knight is handy. Vela's handy. Quintus is coming along. Leonidas is coming along. They'll probably be there for the challenge event, which is Pirates of Corellia. I look forward to this. Is there anything else I want to point out? Looking forward to leveling the alchemy lab while we're in the city. The Hunter's Lodge hasn't come very far. I'm just trying to get that iron storage up, trying to get to the end game. I'm at level 23. Can store quite a bit of iron. Probably need 2 more boosts on the iron storages before I can build the stronghold. Let's see, is that true? 1,400 and 1,400 is... 14,000 and 14,000 is only 28. Probably need 3 more times. Wow, I don't know where I'm clicking tonight. Okay, let's get into the video and the schedule. We edited this video once, it was too long. Hero of the month in in August rather, I'm still in July, I'm a month behind, is Zocc. He looks good. He's a cool hero. I looked him over. I've made this video once. I said how great he was, and then I noticed he's like the Easter heroes, and he does some negative damage to himself. Mana control is a great thing. It's fun to play around with. It stops a hero dead in their tracks. They can't fire their specials. It's good. He's not fast. He's average. He has Keyblade Tornado. I've looked at his stats. His attack is 739, which is all right. His defense and his health are nothing special. It seems like an average stat hero, but his special is pretty cool. Keyblade Tornado. It deals a 265 damage to the target, which is good. He causes Mindless Assault, which causes that target to attack a random ally when mana is full during 3 turns. This lets you fire bad tiles at a hero, you want to feed the hero who has like, you want to generate the hero who has mindless assaults. You want to generate the hero special who has mindless assault on them, because you want to feed your bad tiles. You always want to get rid of bad tiles, so you feed them on the hero with mindless assault, and then it causes them to attack their ally, and you're taking down the other team, and you're getting rid of bad tiles. So it's a great special. When mindless assault So first you get 265. Mindless Assault, it doesn't tell you how much damage it does to a random ally, but it causes their special, I believe, on the random ally. I have to look into that more, but we'll figure it out as time goes on. But when the Mindless Assault status effect is removed, the target deals 170 back to the caster. So that's not good. That's like the negative things from the Easter characters. That means your character can die. He takes a pretty decent chunk hit at the end of his special. When the special runs out. He also gives the elemental link. Nature allies get 30 defense against special skills for 4 turns. It can't be dispelled. So he has a little bit more strength against. When the 3 turns end, he's still got 1 turn left of element defense. So he gets a little bit defense against that 170% hit, but it could be his death. So that is our hero Zocc. Zocc you into August. Let's look at the calendar. Back to base. Everything should be up. Files are in place. So again, as always, I appreciate the people who make these calendars. Grateful for them. I just make them into a video. It's pretty simple to do. I refer to my videos, but I refer to the files. I have them on my phone. To get them, the easiest way is to just Google Empires and Puzzles August calendar, or past calendars or future calendars. They make them pretty late in the month, so they just came out. This calendar says it's subject to change, and the events could be off by up to 3 days, which is hard to deal with, but we'll get by. We know they're coming, the events, so we'll live with it. Nothing on the 1st of August. We finished up Valhalla. The month of August is over. There's nothing really special going on right now. Path of Valor is ended, the 3rd one. We're going into the 4th. Now, without further ado, let's just get through August. I'll give pointers at the end. I might give a few pointers during. I'm not going to talk as much about the challenge event, the Pirates of Corellia, until after the schedule's been done. I have the chart for Pirates of Corellia. I should make this calendar full screen. The first event in August is on the 2nd of August. There's nothing on the 1st according to this calendar. We have Far Home Pass 2. It has Damascus Blades and Compasses. Trials of Fortitude, which is Cleric and Druid. I need those Vela emblems. My Clerics are good. I got Costume Regard. Costumes are a great way to get emblems. Great easy way. Level your costumes, I always say. Gives you more versatility, doesn't take character spaces, gets you through emblem quests. I pulled Costume Elkinen. I didn't talk about that yet, but I did a 10 pull during the costume chamber last time. I got Elkinen in one of the early pulls. I got some great costumes. I got Costume Tiburtus, Costume Kesharek, Costume Lizu, who I've had forever. Costume Tiburtus. I was very happy. I think I said Costume Tiburtus already. But a lot of good 4 stars. I use Censures Method, which is you pull with your silvers when you get more than 2 2-star troopers or 3-star heroes. That's when you know it's good timing to pull. It's superstition, but I feel like it gives you a better chance at a good pull. I talk up this method. Anchor and Mr. Spock both have videos on it. Nitani Lion Roar is one of my favorite. He does randomness in the game. We all do superstitious things. For instance, like I believe there's a certain point when you're feeding your heroes, if you stop the wheel at a certain time, because it feels like a game show, you're going to have a better chance at your special. I don't know if I believe that or not, but because I hit it on the 7th feed that first time, I'm always going to do it then because it got the special skill up. We all have our superstitions. Stopping like the portal at a certain point is going to make you more likely to grab heroes. Sometimes you just want to make your pulls quick, so you just stop the portal video immediately. Just how it goes. No whammy, stop. I hope I'm not that superstitious, but I do a lot of superstitious things in the game. I feel like it's luck and gambling, and it just makes it fun for me. Okay. With that tangent underway, I gotta get through this. I stopped the last video because I was going too long, and it seems like we're on path for that. Okay, Far Home Pass we discussed. Compass and Damascus Blade, Trials of Fortitude, Leaf and Cleric, Druid and Cleric emblems. Need 'em, costumes help. Path of Valor 2, Path of Valor 4 starts on the 3rd. It should go through mid-October, 50 days. Great things to buy: the VIP Pass, Path of Valor Pass. You get a ton of rewards. If you're gonna buy pulls, just probably buy the Path of Valor. You get epic tokens out of it. You get some gems out of it. It's a great deal. You get a lot of tools that are valuable. You save. It's one of the more reasonable deals. Okay, nothing on the 4th. On the 5th, it's Trials of Mysticism. They have the icon for Wizard and Sorcerer. And those are the correct icons. I did the video once already. Those are hard for me. I'll have Quintus leveled, and I have Kirill. Those are the 2 helpful characters. 6th through the 9th. 6th through the 8th. I'm very happy the events start at midnight now. They were starting in the middle of the day before. Very happy the events start at midnight where I'm in Massachusetts. It might be different for everybody. Very good heroes featured for this Atlantis. 2 very good heroes. Inri, the Budman, said in a video, what a useless, dumpy character. I tend to agree with that. Even with the buff, dodging isn't the greatest thing. It does give a minion if you dodge, but you can still kill pretty easily. I'm always chasing purples and yellows lately. Love Ursina. My number 1 hero to chase is Ursina. I don't even remember. Teluria I'm not going to get, so I can't chase her. She was only available that one time, and she's not coming to the Tavern of Legends for a while. So Ursina is my number 1 to chase. I love pulling in Atlantis. I think I did a 10 last month. That's how I got Leonidas. I definitely did a 10. I did a 10 in the Costume Chamber and a 10 in Atlantis. I'll probably do another 10 this Atlantis, knowing that Ursina is featured, and I'll hold off on the Costume Chamber. I got most of the 4-star, and I got Elkinen's costume. I have Caitlyn and I have Elkinen, but since Elkinen has the costume, I have 5 Mysterious Tonics. It'll be a decision. Maybe I'll make a video about it and let people vote on which one they do. If you feel like voting, put it in the comments. I probably will do Elkinen because the costume is practical and makes him more useful, but I think Caitlyn's cool. She's at the top of Ascension 3. Elkinen is probably at the very bottom of Ascension 3 right now because he's so new to me. Ursina, number 1 to chase. Would love Cage to Burrow. Kiona is in this one. Great featured heroes. Drazul and Inri I don't really care that much about. Very happy if I got Poseidon. Like I said, chasing the yellows and the purples. Not putting as much focus on Valhalla because the heroes aren't all there yet. Watched a Mr. Spock video. That looks like there's some great heroes coming soon. Let's see. So, Atlantis Rises, starting to put more into it, more world energy. Great place to farm. Always got to keep that alchemy lab pumping. Probably will use like 7 flasks there. Doing the challenge event over and over again. I always stress in these videos that challenge rare 3 is the most you can get from a world energy, like 17 XP per 1 world energy. If you're a young player trying to level quickly or you're new to the game, nothing beats rare 3 of a challenge that you can do infinite. You can do until time runs out on the event. You can get a few levels, especially if you're a young player and you have flasks. And flasks, I watched the Empires and Puzzles video, Empire and Puzzles books video on I can't remember what, XP farming. XP farming is farming XP to level constantly. Each time you level, you get something more. You get more room in your stable, or you get more. There are levels with nothing. Nobody cares about the energy cap for fights. It only matters when you're a low-level player. But the 2 things that do matter are more room in your stable and more world energy. The only time you can get more world energy is by leveling. If you hit level 100, which very few players have done, you start getting gold troop tokens instead of silver hero tokens. So every time you level when you're past 100, which most players probably won't get to, you're going to start getting gold instead of silver tokens. Not epic hero tokens, but troop tokens each time, it looks like. I've seen some videos about it by Empire's Puzzles Books. After Atlantis Rises goes away, you have Trials of Serenity, which is Ranger and Paladin. Pretty good of each of those with Tubertus maxed. Probably would be able to get through it. Looks good. I actually farmed my first farm from my second 20. I got Kagan, but I don't talk too much about him. I forget I even have him, but he will be good for the Hero Academy. So on the 9th, you've got an Emblems quest. On the 12th, with nothing between there, you've got Trials of Survival, which is Barbarian and Rogue. It shows the Wizard. That's a misprint on the icon. I have Magni. I have a Max Bold Tusk. I love utility characters like Bold Tusk and Costume Regard. They're great. I love Kirill. Hopefully I get through that because I just listed some great characters. I would love to get Costume Magni. Magni is only in the 3rd Ascension. I don't have the materials. On the 12th as well, there's Mount Umber. You get your Mystic Rings. You get your Hidden Blades. It levels your reds. The day after, my favorite, Pirates of Corellia on the 13th. It now starts at midnight, which is great. It runs through the 17th. And then immediately following, you have the Costume Chamber. I do want to talk a little bit more about Pirates of Corellia. The reflect color is red. Rare 3 I've already talked about because I tangented on it earlier. Great heroes, Finley. I say great heroes, but there aren't many great heroes in this. My advice is save your 10 pulls, save your 30 pulls. Unless you're really chasing Finley or Cabin Boy Peters. Those are the two best heroes, I'd say, from the event. If they made new heroes and surprised us, that would be cool. I know when they did Guardian Bat and Guardian Gazelle for Tel Talk, that was really cool. I haven't heard anything about new heroes. We may have heard about it already. They may surprise us. It would be cool. This event doesn't have the greatest heroes. Finley is the number 4 in the game. It would be cool to get Finley. He's a very good blue. He's a great sniper. I would be happy if I got him. But other than that, Cabin Boy Peters and Finley, not too much. If you think I made a mistake, let me know. I'm always open for talk. It wouldn't be bad to get Zocc either. So if you need those heroes and you have a lot, feel free to pull. Just my opinion is Corellia is not the best event for pulls. Avalon and Teltalk would be the best events. Okay, so that runs the 13th through the 17th. On the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th. On the 16th, there's Trials of Piety. My monks and clerics have come a long way. Leonidas will be probably maxed. I've got Tarlac. I've got Costume Regard. I can't use Costume Regard. I just have to use regular Regard. I've got Lizu. I've got a lot to get through that with. Mostly 3s, 4s, but they can probably do it. So 17th ends Pirates of Corellia, and it starts the Costume Chamber. The feature is Liani. That's one of the ones I chase. If Liani came out of my training centers, I'd be so happy. If she came from the Costume Chambers, I'd be even happier. It's one of the costumes that actually makes the character a better grade, according to Anchor. I did a 10 pull there last month. I got a lot of good things. My 10 pull is probably going to Atlantis this month if I have it ready. If I'm feeling spendy. All these things factor in. I still do the Google surveys. I spend a little more on the game than I used to. I have more money now. Every time I go to Chipotle, I get a survey. I recommend Google surveys. They don't pay me to recommend them, but I've gotten 300 or 400 since Pokemon Go. I think I'm at about 300, 350 dollars earned. Maybe I'm only at 200. I can check it, but I'm not going to in this video. I get pretty good money from doing Google surveys. I've stopped doing Shopkick because of COVID. Don't want to be in stores scanning barcodes. But these are quick, cheap ways to not really spend money on games. And if you're going to spend on this game, VIP passes and Path of Valor passes are probably the way to go. So the 17th through the 19th, it looks like, runs the Costume Chamber. They're not going to make new costumes, but they did, which was something cool a couple months ago. Would love the Magni costume. Richard and Liani are both featured heroes, which are great heroes. On that 19th, you've got the Trials of Decimation, which is Fighter and Wizard emblems. Magni, Bold Tusk, Kirill, great characters. Those are the ones I have, so they're the only ones I think of. They go a long way. Then you have the Tavern of Legends. What I do to beat the Tavern of Legends is I have a notebook. I beat it the first time around. I keep the top 5 levels listed. Basically, you should be able to beat the first 5, I think, with unleveled 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s. Well, after probably the 3rd level, you're probably going to need level 3s at least. You'll figure it out, but basically a notebook comes in handy, and just knowing what you did from the month before. Knowing your top teams, and it's going to change each month. The heroes at the top are going to change. Just having your roster planned, because you have 10 levels where you can't use the same heroes twice. A notebook goes a long way. I use this month, I use this next month. It was supposed to get easier, and it didn't. The first time I did it with no fails. I was heavy on items. The second time I failed the 9th level, and if I failed that, I wasn't going to pass the Tavern of Legends, so I paid the gems, and I wasn't too happy with myself. Last month I had some failures at like level 6. I thought I was 1 level ahead, and I just didn't pay enough attention to my notebook. But taking notes can be helpful at some things in this game. Something I'm looking forward to on another tangent is the Ninja Tower. Daytour with UCLA Pack has made a video about something called, I think it's Ninja Tower and Ninja Stack. It's going to be an event that could be really cool for the game. Look it up. It sounds like you get through a series of levels like the monthly challenge, but it sounds like it's more limited. Like you don't get infinite tries, and you can fail out, and you can lose characters as time goes on. But it sounds like that could be really cool. It's in beta now. So Tavern of Legends, the 20th through the 24th, it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, I'm really bad with numbers, as we can see. It could be the 19th through the 24th. The animation goes on to the 24th page. Tavern of Legends, try and beat it. Hero chances are slighter. It's like a 1.2 chance, and then you got that 0.01 chance at Mysterio. You can see videos on Mysterio. He's been tested. He's been rated a C, but he's very situational, and he looks like he could be a lot of fun to play. Would love to get Shishat. There's some good heroes in there. Would love to get Kunshin. Can you get past heroes of the month? I'd be very happy if I got some of the past heroes of the month. Gravemaker, Shishat, Kunshin, Frida. There's a lot of good heroes offered. Drake Vong. Should do your best at the Tavern of Legends. I know people are beating like the first levels with all AIFs. I don't know how you say that word, like AIF. But you can beat the first few levels using as little as possible. Probably for the first 4 levels, you shouldn't go above 3 stars, and then you should plot a list of what you're using. It's great to keep things in your stable to beat the Hero Academy. In the middle of the Hero Academy, so the Hero Academy, let's work backwards. The 24th is when it ends, the 23rd, and the 22nd. On the 22nd, we have Shrikewood, where you can get a Mysterious Tonic. That's the next time I know where I can get a Mysterious Tonic, so that would complete another character. I could level Elkanin or Caedlin. You get the Sturdy Shield. Green materials, green Ascension materials. So important to get those materials. Do your best to beat these events. They'll keep you going forward, and they'll keep you liking the game, because if you can't level your heroes, you're not going to get as far. It just makes the game more fun. So that was the 22nd. On the 23rd, Trials of Nature, which is Rangers and Druids, Fellow tokens, Tubertus tokens, Shishat tokens if you have her. 26th is the Trial of Shadows, which is Rogue and Sorcerer, Quintus, Guardian Jackal. My Scarlet is maxed now. Goes a long way. And then in the last days of the month, and it might even go into September, it looks like we have the Valhalla Summons. And it says the future hero of the month is to be decided on the 27th. So that's when they'll know who it is. I just get these. These don't come out until about, these calendars don't come out until later in the month. I'd say they come out about the 25th through the through like the first of the month. You can easily get these calendars. Making a video on them isn't too hard. I do my best. I'm not the best speaker, but I enjoy making them. I got a lot of views last month, and I was happy about that. If you like the channel, feel free to subscribe, give a like. I'm not done this video, so that's my pitch at the end usually. Valhalla goes like the 27th. 30 days has September, April, June, and November. It looks like August is a 31-day month. Valhalla runs the last days of August. On the last day of August, you have the Trials of Justice, which is Paladin and Monk emblems. I don't have that good of Paladins. I do have good monks. I think I have Tarlac. He's their monk or cleric. He is a monk. I have Leonidas now. He's getting all the way there. That's a wrap on the calendar. I said I was going to talk more. I'll give a quick showing of what you need to look at for... Wow, that doesn't help. Let's see, there's a quick way to do this. That's a video. There we go. That's what I was looking for. So, you can take a screenshot of this if you need it. This is the Pirates of the Corellia chart. Finley's the best thing you can get out of this, is my opinion. Vodnik isn't bad. He's a good sniper. I actually level mine all the way. The 3-star hero is actually good for tournaments and stuff. He hits like a truck. He hits harder if they have a lot of mana. Cabin Boy Peters is great. You got Maria Teresa. Captain Kestrel's not all that good. Finley is one of the best in the game. If you're chasing something blue, maybe make lots of pulls. This is the chance where you can pause and get the chart and have an idea of what you need to do here. I believe these are all the same characters through epic, legendary, and epic, rare, epic, and legendary. I believe it stays the same. It's just much harder each time. I can beat them all. In my last video, I talked about if the reflect color is purple, actually it's really hard to use yellows because purple is strong against yellow and yellow is strong against purple. And if purple attacks your yellow, you're going to die quickly. The generic color that's always good to prepare is the red. Red seems to be the most savage team with the most barbaric strikes, hard hitting. My advice is to keep your reds good. Make a red rare team. Have all the reds ready. I've probably got 6 reds now in the epic for rare. I have a great epic team too, as I stumble over my words. But I have 3 Rudolphs. I've got Nashgar. I've got Squire Wabbit. I've got Hawk Moon costume. I have 4 or 5 Namahajis set squared away, but they're all unleveled. Thinking about leveling them, but I've got other colors to work on. I actually want 5 of each rare, so I can kick the butt of all the challenges. But I find myself just using reds in the challenge events. Last month I was planning on using purple because, last month I was planning on using yellow or of color variation, but I found red did the job better. I have good greens. My blues are a little weak. I'm really liking the new characters. I wish Anchor would grade the 3 stars. I watch a lot of other people's videos and I learn a lot about the game. I watch a lot of Anchor because he does the most content. I watch a lot of Mr. Spock. I love Natani Lion Roar. I think they do great videos. Watch the Budman. Love his Titan Strikes. I find them very amusing. I'm not in love with war hits, but sometimes I watch people's war hits. Like hearing other players' perspectives on the game. Empires and Puzzles books I've just found recently. Really liking his videos too. Day Tour, like I was talking about the tower of the Ninja Tower. Day Tour can be fun to watch. There's a lot of good Empires and Puzzles YouTubers out there. And it helps you with the game. It gives you skills. They definitely help you get along in the game quickly. I used it to get to where I am. I'm at level 53 and I've been playing since November. Big fan of XP farming. In the XP farming video by Empires and Puzzles books, though, he said like it's very monotonous and boring and hard to just keep hitting rare 3 over and over again. It gives 917 energy and it gives a lot of farming items. in the challenge event. Like, if you're a young player, though, you should hit rare 3 over and over again if you want to level quickly. It gets you to end game, it gets you more world energy. There's a lot of positives of doing it. That's really kind of all I have to say. I left a lot on the end, so if I can't say it now, you can stop the video at the end of the calendar. Some good pointers, I'd say, a few gems. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, feel free to subscribe or give a like. Have a great night, everybody. Good luck in August, and that's a wrap for me.